Hi, Jonathan York from Bay Financial Partners, looking at the investment markets. Quite a tumultuous quarter for equities. Really was only the rally and the last week of that quarter now that managed to eke out some positive gains for equities over the second quarter. The market is still very nervous and very spooked about the possibility of an increase in rates and the withdrawal or tapering of the assistance given to the financial markets by the US Fed. However, as has been stated before, the removal or tapering of the assistance, the economy from the central banks should really be viewed as positive, because the only reason the assistance is being taken away is because the economy is able to grow under its own steam and able to make some reasonable gains going forward in terms of GDP growth. As I say, that has to be positive, and given where interest rates are at current levels in most developed countries are artificially too low, that can only mean that interest rates have to increase. Of course, one side effect of the talk about a possible increase in rates in the US has been that the New Zealand dollar has come under pressure and has fallen around 7% now from its highs against the US dollar. That's obviously been very welcome news for the exporters, and is giving some of those export stocks a little bit of a boost. Mighty River Power continues to be on a little bit of a roller coaster. Did get down as low as sort of around 222 last week. We're seeing now a little bit of a pop towards the end of the week now. But as stated before, again, the investment case for Mighty River Power hasn't changed. You've still got a reasonable stock there, 51% owned by the government. The dividend hasn't sort of changed at all, and really coming in and selling it here sort of 4 to 5 weeks after purchasing it at $2.50 with sort of a 20 or 25 cent loss really doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. There is another unsolicited offer for shares, this time TrustPower. They're currently offering to buy the shares at $5 with no brokerage. Those shares are currently trading around $7.12. So for 1,000 shares, you're giving up just over $2,000. Now, certainly not going to cost you $2,000 to sell 1,000 shares here in New Zealand. So if you are unsure, please do not sign any piece of paper before you've spoken to someone, and certainly give us a call on 0800 867 323. Potentially this week might be a little bit quieter. You've got the big July the 4th holidays in the US, and that falls on Thursday. So markets might be a little bit quieter, and that's probably not a bad thing, as the market sort of pauses to get its breath and digests the news that has come through. We will get a further read on the US economy at the end of the week with the unemployment data, and it'll just be interesting to see if that continues to grow. If it does, it all sort of points to further positive strength in the US economy, and that should mean a tapering or removal of that stimulus package out there in the US. So halfway through the year, I'd say a very good time to review certainly that fixed interest portfolio, especially with talk now about a possibility of rising interest rates, not just in the US but possibly here in New Zealand as well, maybe as early as the fourth quarter, or certainly early part of 2014. And call us on 0800 867 323, or go to the website www.bayfinancialpartners.co.nz. We look forward to speaking to you soon.